Hi, welcome to Because Looking Good Feels Good with me, Dr. Janet Allenby, and I am very challenged on the world of Instagram, and hi, this is Dr. Allenby on Because Looking Good Feels Good, and I did an entire Instagram live with Greg on my personal, which I never use the personal one, but he's going to join us in a few minutes, and everybody gets to enjoy and watch everything that we had talked about because we had such a great discussion. Anyway, Greg is an amazing personal trainer, but more importantly, he is just a fantastic person who is super well versed, and he is actually joining us. So let's get him on here. And he will be joining us. Let me see if we can get him on. Greg has been on the cover of Men's Health magazine more than anybody and more than
Hey.
I apologize to everybody out there who was ready to watch and enjoy our discussion, which we had a great one, and thanks for rejoining us. And we will be just doing a quick one because I know you have things to do, but we are going to do Body Squad next week, and they can join us a little bit longer if they want. But I want everybody to know you are not just a amazingly attractive body, but you are spiritually and nutritionally and everything about you. I mean, we just talked for a good half an hour about life and how you really walk the walk, talk the talk, and you have provided my followers a fantastic way of getting into shape, being healthy, and doing it pretty seamlessly and without a lot of thought, basically, because you've laid it out for them. And I will tell everybody out there, you are providing thousands of dollars worth of information to them and allowing them the ins and outs of how somebody looks this amazing at our age, because we're everybody out there. And you are also an accomplished writer, and especially in the field of personal training and all this, and along with a model for years, 30 years. So I don't want people to not think, the wonderful things that you have done in your life, which are huge, because I messed up and went on the wrong Instagram account. So thank you for joining us back. And I know you have things to do. Quick, and I know we're going to give everybody a piece of a little more information later, and we are going to send out the pamphlet that you did, and thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Tell us a little bit about your 6-point plan that you put together for the followers.
Yeah, well, I have it right here, so just so you can see quickly, 6-point plan, but there's 41 pages here. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to make this really accessible for all of the listeners here, something that is realistic, that you can literally implement today, because that's the key, really, and we were talking about this a few minutes ago, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe they can see that interview too, because there's a lot of gold nuggets there.
I know.
That's all right, but the reality is we were talking about how transitions are difficult, because anytime you're pulling something away or you're creating more work for yourself, the transitions are tough, and we are certainly in a time where we have to make some decisions here, because we're at the tail end of this thing, I believe. I think that thinking positively, this is going to end soon. Let's say in less than a month, but it gives us a perfect opportunity to make these changes in our lives. So the 6-point plan, really simple. I couldn't make it any easier. You don't have to think about it. It's really just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's no, what do I eat? How do I do? No, it's not like that. It takes the guesswork out of it. So the first stage for somebody who maybe isn't that all or nothing person, who has to kind of like pull something out of their nutrition first and start to get healthy, which we talked about this before, is dry carbs, taking the crackers and the cookies and the sweets and those things. Do the worst thing that you're doing, sort of cut that in half,
right.
And next week maybe cut that in half again. If you really want to take it on and do the 6-point plan, it's not that tough, but it's going to take a little effort on your part, okay? Because everybody, let's face it, nutrition, eating, food is very emotional. Yeah. So it's it's tied to our hearts, So a 6-point plan like this, very simple. First of all, you want to hydrate with plenty of water. So that the rule of thumb is half of your body weight in ounces. That's kind of the rule of thumb. Half of your body weight in ounces. Very simple. That's not the first one. First one is coffee. because I'm nice and I have to have my coffee, so I'm allowing everybody else to have their coffee. So number one is coffee. Number two is going to be a protein shake, and I do have a recipe in this guide, in this 41-page guide. So number two is a protein shake. Number three, you would wait until lunchtime and have a salad, which also a basic recipe that, give you an idea what my salads look like. That's in this recipe guide as well. So that's number three. Number four, a Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. There's my book. Number four, yeah, a plain Greek yogurt with an apple, and you can add a packet of stevia to it. Number five is a sensible dinner, and I've got so many recipes in this guide, and believe me, it's food for dudes. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And then number six is hot herbal tea before bed, and that's it. You don't have to think about it. And if you could do this for 1 week, and if you really like it, let it go for another week, and you'll be amazed by the results that you're going to have. The other part of the equation is the fitness side of it. So, in this plan, once again, I give you 4 different routines for in the gym, but let's face it, we're not all in the gym. So I gave you 3 other ones for home workouts. And the way that I did it, I broke it down. So it's chest, shoulders, back, arms, and legs. And we talked about it very quickly, but having a systematic plan will, keep you engaged, because if you're doing the same thing every day, after 4 workouts, you're going to be like, this is boring. I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
So we split it up and we changed things up so that every day you go in with a plan, and by doing that, you stay motivated and you can get the results. As far as the cardio goes, doing it in the house, you'll find that the leg day is cardio, okay, on the leg day. The warm-up, and you can do that warm-up on, subsequent days as well.
I can't do mine.
Yeah, but get outside, get outside, look at the horizon, get out of your phones, get out of the media, stop watching the news. That doesn't serve us at all. All it's doing is creating more fear. So we want to think positive. We want to change the way we're looking at this whole thing and use this time to make yourself better, so that when you come back, you'll say, my God, I didn't even get out of my pajamas, and look at you. You look amazing. So that's the goal, okay? So, get out, take a walk. If you don't want to jog, or, jogging, days in a row can also cause, joint pain and so forth. So, get out and walk. You'll be amazed what walking can do for you. I mean, I feel like, for me, walking is absolutely amazing. Now that I'm living in Colorado, walking's vastly different, because you have an elevation and there's roads going, straight up and down. It's very different than South Florida.
Oh, yeah.
But regardless, put your plan together. Take advantage of this time, because, like I said, shed the pajamas, get dressed, take a shower, get out. So yeah, stay.
So I know I messed up, and I totally messed up the schedule. So thank you, you guys. We are going to be on the Body Squad. So next week we're going to talk a little more in depth and have a little quick, not such a quick chat for you guys. I'll talk more about what we were talking about, so everybody gets to hear it. But they can see us next week on Body Squad. And thank you so much for.
Oh, you're welcome.
Have a great day and a great weekend.
And don't forget, look at that. Oh, that's gold right there. And did you tell him the price?
You know what? It's normally several thousands of dollars, but he's doing it for free for us.
That's right. So if you don't get that guide, you're crazy. I'm sorry.
Actually, they have to. I mean, I can't wait to go on there and start doing my workout. You go do your thing, because I know you had an appointment to go to. But thank you so much, and I will talk to you next week. Okay.
All right. Yeah. You guys have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So that was so nice of Greg to join us, and I'm such an idiot. So I went on my personal Instagram account, which I don't even know why I have it. I actually have it because I'm trying to let people go to my Allenby one, because that's the one I'm on most often. And as you guys know, it's got too many accounts going on here. Anyway, Greg was a fantastic person, and he did have another appointment, so I'm so glad that he could join us. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys at least heard from me. The people that I bring to you are just top of their game. It's been across the board. I've actually had some very high people like, how are you getting these people? I mean, Greg basically is a supermodel. He has been in the modeling business for more than 30 years. He's modeled for Armani. He is a huge model. And on top of it, he is one of the best personal trainers. He's many hundreds of dollars an hour. So to even get his program together was a huge it was a huge gift to everybody. And that's just Greg. He is such a huge heart. He walks the walk. He lives his life to a high level of integrity. He is just an amazing family man. You know, I can't gush on enough about him because he just is fantastic. So I really sorry I kind of messed that one up, and it was a great one. So, but you'll see us next week on the Body Squad. If you aren't a follower, you have to be, and the reason you have to be is because you need to we are having a special, and this is the cellulite drink. As you guys know, I drink a lot of Skin Aid, and actually one of the things we were talking about with him is he is making a supplement that is super high in antioxidants. It's going to help us kind of reduce that internal rusting that I was talking about before. But I do drink Skin Aid. One of their other products is called it's a directed to cellulite treatment, and you drink it, and honestly I do think it really helps. But we are doing a 90-day giveaway, which is the value of $525. Worth it, worth it, worth it. It's free. You try it. If you don't like it, you never see it again. After 90 days, you actually take a 2-week break, and then you restart it again. There are some rules, of course. You have to follow the Body Squad. You have to do likes and all that, and it will be posted on there. So definitely check this one out because this one is a good one. Other things that are going on is we did have an Elastin winner who got the $1,000 Elastin giveaway, and she's a nurse, and she got some amazing products. The Body Transform, speaking of body stuff, she got the neck cream. Actually, $1,000 worth of Elastin is a lot of products. So it's posted. You guys got to check it out. I know I kind of messed up everybody's time here, so I don't want to mess you up too. So we do have a fantastic winner who is a nurse, and it couldn't have gone to a better person, somebody who is on the front lines for us, and we certainly appreciate that. So definitely don't forget, for the cellulite one, you got to go to the Body Squad, at the Body Squad, link and hashtag, we will hook you guys up. Other things that are going on still, we still have the 30% off the Skin Medica, 10% off our products, and we have the gift cards where you buy $200, you get a $300 gift card, or you can get a free Cool Tone with a $500 gift card purchase. Allergan came out with another program that was good. You spend $50, you get a $100 gift card. You can do one per email address, which was really good. Other great things that are happening, we have a Zoom, get ready for Zoom on Monday with Ivy Lee's, and Lisa is going to tell us how to prepare ourselves to be on this camera all the time. So hopefully I didn't disrupt your day too much, and I just wish you guys could have watched it. I don't know how to share all this stuff. So again, Greg will be on with me next week, the Body Squad, and he is just a fantastic person. He really did change my life about 11 years ago. He got me out of eating bad, not taking care of myself, and he kind of like woke me up, and he said, you know what, you got to take care of this body of yours, because you only get one, and you either get on the ball or you're going to fall apart. And you know what, it changed how I look at myself, how I look at food, the relationships we have with some of these things that we do, exercise, diet. It is important, you know, it's our fuel. And he was like the first one who actually, like a trainer who actually told me, you have to modify your diet if you really want to get results. So he knows that. It's Avedon Fitness is how you can look him up. Avedon model. Gregg Avedon is just a cool guy and a super amazing person. So thank you guys for joining. Sorry I kind of messed it up, and hopefully you guys have a great weekend. We are trying to prepare for some opening. We're saying mid-May, but kind of towards the May 11th is what we're looking at. But you know, it's all going to depend on what happens out there. So I don't want to give anybody like, oh my gosh, we're going to be open on the stand. If we're not, we're not. It just depends on what's happening out there. So you guys, thank you for joining us, and I'm sorry I messed it up. So anyway, enjoy. Bye.